What's going on, gamers? So we have some insane news 2 times in one day as we got the US stock being removed earlier from Walmart and all those other retailers we heard, like Target, right? Crazy news. Though we kind of seen this coming in a way. But what's more interesting is Europe has now responded. Guys, it says right here, Microsoft stores across most of Europe no longer stocking Xbox Series consoles. It's done. They're dumping it off, saying get out. Once again, inventory that's just not moving. And in US, it's more expensive than Europe, it seems, right? If I'm not mistaken. And they still don't want to buy it. You can see for yourself, he says. So when I clicked on this website and I went to the Spanish, exhausted, 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 exhausted. Everything here is exhausted. I tried to go change languages, but it's kind of annoying because you kind of have to go out to it, go to the Google and maybe type in Netherlands Xbox store or something like that. And then you'll be able to pull it up and you'll see that they're just taking across everything, even there. So what the hell is going on here with that? Well, we're not even talking about stores, but just all across Europe in general. So he says right here, the regional stores, he was saying, across most of Europe are either completely out of stock of all models, even reconditioned units, or go to a page displaying 0 items when going to the Xbox consoles store page. Just like here, guys. And it just says exhausted. Remember that time where I said Microsoft was pulling out of Europe even before US and we were thinking about that? Remember, I had did that. I was like, whoa, I think they're pulling out of Europe, right? People thought they were laying off people over there and all that stuff because they were getting ready to move the PC. And we were talking about that, a month or two back, maybe a little bit farther back. Well, it's all coming to fruition here in front of our eyes. And this is the link that you can click on that would take you over there. So, guys, not only are they being kicked out all across America, but in Europe, they're being kicked out. Are we ready? Observed with Spain, Italy. Let me zoom in for you guys. Italy, Netherlands, 3, Belgium, 4, Denmark, 5, Sweden, 6, Finland, 7, Norway, 8, Luxembourg, 9, Switzerland, 10, Australia, 11. 11 worlds have now kicked them out in Europe. UK, ROI, France, Germany, 15. That's literally everybody. There's something going on here, y'all. Do have stock. So this seems to be a deliberate slamming down to their biggest potential markets. Biggest is relative, is what he's saying. Going down here to S-Tech, he says, yeah, they are completely out. Remember, this is the hardware thing here. I'm telling you what I told you what the future was. Digital, stream, cloud, services, AI, Copilot, right? All that stuff right there. And the luxury first party stuff like Activision, because you got a rich Call of Duty company and those little stuff, they can still make them good money. But I think all the other stuff, they're going to cut that down and lay it off because it's not going to make them the big luxury financial profit that they need for their AI feed. That's the real truth right here that's happening. All this stuff, like I said, is massively moving towards that AI feed. And they're going to be giving you those luxury products. They're going to be on their website. And just like the ROG Ally, right? And they're not going to mass stock because they're going to see what they can sell first and just keep on stocking it like that. And it's a smart way to do it because you're not going to think about coming on the market again to fully focus to where you're selling 50, 60 million consoles or even try to do that, right? Not even 40 or 30, hell, even 20. So Microsoft is definitely, not only they're being pushed out, but I think they're going to pull the plug too in a lot of ways because I don't see how they're going to turn this around and over-focus too much on gaming once again to lose themselves money for the main company because Microsoft is mostly, as we know, software, AI, and all that stuff, not gaming. So their things, if you think about the bigger picture of the company, it's making billions of profit every quarter. It's off of the other stuff. It has nothing to do with that. So we kind of see that playing out here. And we know now PC hybrid more than ever. It has to be PC now because you're not on a market to be sold like that. You're going the PC route. Damn, did they stop production? Yes, they did. So they knew they're going to jack up those prices too, and that's no point. You're losing money. It's over, y'all. Yeah. Then Sega. Well, the difference is they lasted longer than Sega because they had trillion-dollar company, right? But if it wasn't a trillion-dollar company, you would have been gone a long time ago because you wouldn't have had that backup pull from the Microsoft Corporation. But the Xbox gaming division itself, it would have stand on its own separate from Microsoft. It would have died during the Xbox One era. It would have. Because they wouldn't have been able to get those funds to make Game Pass like that too and go buy Activision. How? You're losing profit. You had to grab that from Satya and them. You wouldn't have been able to do that. Like, how would Sega go grab an extra 70, 100 million? You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. It's realistically deep down inside, they've been died off, y'all. Let's just face the music now. And the only reason they stayed around is because they had a whole bunch of money to cover that failure and make it seem like they were failing. Went to grab Activision, covered all that, but to mask their failure, to mask that Satya did not know what he was doing either. And he did not want to admit that he didn't know what he was doing in gaming, right? Then he kind of just went off and did whatever. He tried to come in, you know what he tried, and he realized that gaming is not what he thought. And he's just going to go to the AI, screw that, because it's not worth it. And it's not his world. He didn't build up the Xbox brand like that. He doesn't want anything to do with it. Right now, he's just jumping ship. And because his methods didn't work. It's not that easy. It really isn't. And Phil, and how he probably looks at Phil like, damn, yeah, it is harder than I thought. Yeah, it is. Gaming is the hardest thing. You can't just buy everything and win. And I love that as a soul. Okay, should have made Scalebound. Well, dude, that's not going to change anything. And to think I was so high upon my glut of Game Pass games that I once fantasized about getting an Xbox tattoo. That would have aged like milk. This guy's coming in saying F because he probably wanted that pro-consumer push probably. He might maybe like the Xbox brand a lot. I understand. We're talking about Microsoft here. And he doesn't want to see it go out like that. I mean, he just pressed F, so out of business, well, that's the end of me. That Simpson meme. So, and going down here, as he's always posting as well, Fire Emblem, I can tell you like that. Yeah, the writing was on the wall. Xbox is finished pretty much in Europe. Like here in Germany. It's been years since I've seen Xbox consoles or games in stock anywhere other than the Media Market and Saturn. Even Amazon rarely has Xbox consoles in stock anymore. They seem to be sold out for months now or longer, I don't know, and they're not restocking them. Edit, just checked, and Amazon has them in stock again. So Amazon actually got some stock up, so we guys can go check on that, but I think that's probably reasonable because they're probably going to only want to stock what they want. And they're probably going to make a deal together. This is really weird. So if that could be another outlet in the future, maybe it's possible. I don't know. We got to see how that plays out. I'm not going to say that without realizing I don't know yet. I don't. This is really weird. Has Microsoft said anything about the stock issues? They haven't said anything. This is what I mean. Why are you guys not getting your answers for that? Why is this happening? You deserve to be communicated to. See, they're blacking out on you. They're ignoring you. They're not coming and telling you why they're doing this. You're saying you don't deserve to be told why this is happening? You don't? You stuck with them this long? Well, not with Xbox, right? Now with Microsoft. Now you're saying Microsoft. Like I said, not Xbox. So where can you buy an Xbox now if people wanted to get one? Because remember, when GTA comes out, hopefully, last Sunday, all is well with the future of Xbox this Sunday. Do you sell Xbox here? LOL, no, mate. Man, yeah, I have to say these past 11, 12 days have been insanely cold in the Xbox world, if you get what I mean. Like, damn, man. Burr, damn, man. And shit, man. Yes, they promised that they are totally making the next Xbox. No worries, we swear. That's why Jez says for now, because you just don't know if those Microsoft suits, not the Xbox people, because they can't override them, just pull the plug now, screw it. You know what I mean? You never know, guys. They may pull the plug from underneath you. Like I said, remember when I said that one time? They may exit out with Game Pass and leave you behind and jack up the price. They've done everything so far that I've said in that sense. Not that I ever want that to happen to you, but damn, man. He says, I guess my Series X is officially a collector's item. It is done in most of the world. Yeah, if you want to collect it, collect it. Everything's already an Xbox. I'm not getting into that. I know he's trolling now. Damn, demand must be so high that they can't keep up. He's trolling. Damn, Xbox getting hit with the combo breaker of bad news. Holy shit. Okay, that's actually kind of funny. Killer Instinct Cavalry, that's pretty funny. That's some good humor in all this. I'm one of the biggest Xbox fans on this site, and possibly of all time, this guy says. I have serious love for Xbox, but it's over. So over. Hey, respect as a fan, man. You really admit it. I liked Xbox a lot too, you know what I mean? They have come out, they have to come out and say something, right? If they stop selling Xbox consoles, are they really launching a new one? Doubt. This is what I mean. They always confuse people. Like your gaming community has always been too confused, Microsoft. You need to come talk to them. You need to give them answers. People demand answers. They want to know what's going on so they can know how they want to prepare for the future. Do they want to invest in your product? Are you going to pull it out the market? You know what I mean? You're just leaving your base dry. And they have no answers and they want to know what's going on. Yeah, man. We're out here talking. Where are you at? So here goes the Sega stuff, as we know. is an effing purge of the brand at this point. Xbox is so cooked. It's been like this for months now. It's over. Kind of feel like I should pick up an extra controller for my PC just in case. Sheesh. Are they burying the stock in the desert? There's some people that want answers as we see here. Yeah, it's over here. I don't think you need to worry about that. Their controllers sell extremely well still, besides them making the product cheap and breaking so easily with the left bumper and the drifting on the analog. That stuff's annoying. So at this point, Microsoft would score some points for honesty with me. See, that's a good post. If they just came clean instead of doing we're hard at work on the next generation of Xbox. That's what I mean. That's tone deaf, man. It really is. Even as their own stores refuse to stock things. So there we have it right here, guys. Hard to see somebody denying this. Huge stores not selling. Immense relative to stores like Target or Walmart, probably doing the same. Microsoft-owned stores are raising Xbox hardware stock in Europe. Xbox hardware was not selling well at all before, and with the price increases consistently going up, I just don't see how they would not want to erase the stock. You know what I mean? So it's blunder after blunder, like this guy says. So there we have it, guys. We got more information here. Again, man, they're getting out of the market now, even worldwide. We're not going to hear anything from Japan because there's never anything really over there. This is more about the European, which is a sub-market, and their main market over in America. So let me know what you guys think about this. Hopefully you guys can get some answers. Other than that, hang in there. Like I said, it's cold right now. Later, y'all. Peace out. Have a great day. Sorry.